Kia ora. This time we're going to do a blues jam. Doing what do they call it here? They've got a blues boogie jam, and that's all it is. It's not the name of the song. That's what it is. It's a jam. So I'm going to put the link in the comments below. Hopefully that will work, and you can find it online on YouTube. It's John Lee Hooker, who is one of the absolute great masters blues guitar, and he's playing with Santana's band, who are all absolute amazingly awesome musicians in their own right as well. Even the guys you never heard of, the sidemen, you know, the horn section, you know, all these people, they're very, very famous in their own world. They're just as famous as the big names of, you know, Carlos Santana, and you'll see him playing on this. It's his show, but he doesn't take a front part. He has two other guitarists there. He's invited John Lee Hooker to come up and play, and so Hooker is running it when he's playing who's the star, he's the one running it, and Santana, with all the courtesy that he should have, is standing back and leaving it to him, and John Lee Hooker's the whole one who's controlling it the whole time. And then later on another guitarist comes up and joins in and does his stuff as well, and it sounds amazing, absolutely incredible. Okay, so how do you do it? How do you do a jam and have it work? Okay, in a big band like that, there's a certain amount decided out front ahead of time because of the show as well, but not very much, because it's been left in the hands of John Lee Hooker. Now, number one, when you are jamming with anybody, the most important thing are your ears. You're listening all the time and concentrating. Your eyes, you're watching everybody all the time, because someone's leading it. Whoever kicks it off, it's usually the guitarist, but not necessarily. In this case, it's John Lee Hooker. So watch what he's doing, because it's fascinating. He's just checking the tuning on that fifth, on the A chord, and then he starts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And from, you know, he plays 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And everybody's already grooving. And that's just how, because that's the skill. It's a lot harder than you think. Now, the only way he got to do that is hours and hours and hours with metronome. Every damn good musician I've ever met does. Never turn down the opportunity for a jam. It doesn't matter how good or how famous they are. You know, if you ask and they say yes, get up there and have an amazing time. You're not going to ruin it. You're not going to not be able to do it. They've only got one chord. You know, in this case, it's not going to be that difficult in one sense. However, you're not going to be able to do it if you do not count everything. You have to count the number of beats in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the other thing which is tricky, and you must count as well, how many lots of 4 are you going to play? That's essential, because that's the framework, it's the architecture, it's the structure of the piece. It doesn't matter if it's 1 chord or 20 chords. You have to know how many beats you're playing, how many, you've got to count your 4, but you have to count how many 4s have you done. So if anything's going to change, it's going to change after a set number of 4s. And now in this case, they're only working with 1 chord. So it still has to have structure, because you listen to the drummer, he's turning things around at the end of the 16-bar phrase or whatever they're doing. You have to be counting all the time, because when it's your turn to star and you're going to do a solo, it's not going to come randomly. It's going to come at the end of the 16 bars. So that will be indicated by whoever's leading the whole thing. They'll look at you and give you a nod. So if you've got your head looking at the audience and checking out the ladies, or you've got your head in your clouds going, oh, this is so good, you're going to miss your cue. So be watching, counting, listening. Practicing with the metronome is a must. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So I'm counting how many lots of 4 I'm playing. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 7, 2, 3, 4, 8, 2, 3, 4. That was 8 bars. 8 bars of 4. So you have to count both those things all the time. Now, I've chosen a live video to model this lesson from, so you can study the interactions between the musicians, especially when the other guitarist comes up and gets up. Because again, another really famous musician, he's getting up, so he has his starring moment and gets his guitar sorted out, and he just joins in. He doesn't come out with anything flash and startling and blow you all away with my chops. That isn't the point of a jam. A jam is you're all working in together to make something, make good music, have a really good groove and have fun. Now if you watch this guitarist towards the end of it, he's going head to head with the harmonica player, and they're doing a lot of really cool stuff rhythmically. They're not doing a lot melodically because it's a one chord thing, and it's, you know, it's a fairly short time he's up there for. So, but they're watching, they're absolutely intently watching each other eye to eye. And when it's finished, you watch them. You know, the guy who's the guitarist and he led it, so he's the one that says, right, that's it. But everyone's expecting it because they're counting how many bars. They've done 16 bars, or they've done 2 lots of 16 bars, or however many they've decided to do. They're not just going to cut it off. The worst thing you can do is cut it off after 7 bars or something, which means it's no longer symmetrical, and it's going to sound super weird and really piss the drummer off because it's going to cross over what they're doing as well. So listen, 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 and count 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Now, one of the things I noticed in this song that they're doing that little, they're doing it every time. It works for them. It sounds amazing. So you can try it both ways, and I'm going to do this in just a minute. There's a couple of things I wanted to point out on the video as well. So watching, counting that 3, 4, 3. You've got to be counting all of that so you know how many you've done. So what I'm going to do in just a minute is I'm going to do 2 lots of 4, 8 bars. Yes, I'll do that many before I start doing it every time, and I'll only do that for another 4, which will give us our I'll do another 2 lots of 4, so that will give us 2 8s, 16. That gives us our whole 16. So that's why I have to count and listen. And you might go, that's too short. So that's fine. It's just as an example. Okay. Now another thing, if you watch when he starts this, Hooker starts, he does his little tune out thing, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And it's just him playing, and everybody is already grooving to it because his time is perfect. Work with the metronome or drum track. Metronome's better, there's less going on, but drum track, if you wish, there's all over any number of tracks on YouTube for that. If you're getting it right, you won't hear the metronome. You'll be right on top of it. If you can hear the metronome, you're slightly early or you're slightly late. Which way, that takes a bit of listening and care to decide, am I late or am I early? So that is, that's when you're starting to get really advanced, when you can start to actually hear it. But that's the target. That's what you're aiming for. You'll have a natural tendency to sit in front or behind the metronome. Doesn't matter which, you have to know which it is. A good place to start is you're probably a little bit late. You're waiting to hear it before you play. It's not there for you to hear. You want to be right on top. And if you can hear it, you know you're not right. Always when you're doing recordings, it's normal to play with a metronome playing in those headphones, which is one of the reasons you're wearing them. Because if you're going to edit it and one take is slightly faster than the other, you can't do that. So the timing has to be absolutely rigid and never change. So without further ado, let's have a listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, 2, 3, 4, 8, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we knocked it up to 3, 4, 1, 2. Too much talk and not enough listening. You see, it's a lot harder than you think. And I'm distracted because I'm looking at you guys and listening to you and thinking, how's this look? Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and so it's really difficult to do that. I can't do it and talk to you at the same time, but that's what we're going to have to do. So we're going to do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3. It's my 4th, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I get it right? Count it. See, you count it. You tell me. You write it in the comments below. It is such good fun jamming. You'll learn so much. Your musicianship will just go like that. The better the people you can jam with, the faster you're going to learn and the better you're going to learn. And don't worry about making mistakes. Everyone ever plays anything live, there's always going to be mistakes. Always. Never seen a live show where there are not some kind of mistake. Maybe probably too small for anyone to notice, but the musician making it did. And probably the rest of the band as well. It doesn't matter. It's how it's. Oh yeah, we don't aim to do it, but it is not important. It's how you fix it and deal with it. That's what actually matters. How well you know the music. How well you understand what you're doing. Okay. So count, count, count is the lesson of the day. Have fun. Find someone to jam with on a 12-bar blues, 16-bar blues. That's all you need to decide in advance. It's how many bars you're going to be working to. And in general, if anything's going to change, if someone else's turn to improvise or anything else, it's going to happen at the end of that 12 bars or that 16 bars. Blues is a little bit flexible, so sometimes you have 12-bar blues, sometimes it's a 16-bar blues. That's all you have to decide in advance. After that, the drummer will help mark with the punctuation. They'll do a little fill or a trill after 8 bars and again after 12, and big one at 16 to mark. Round we go again to the top. But don't rely on that. They're human and fallible as well, and it's not their job. A drummer is not some kind of human metronome and timekeeper. They've got their own role to fill it, and it isn't being a metronome for everybody else. So you've got to own your own space and your own time. So have fun jamming. Get some mates together. Have a jam. If you've got trouble, can't find anyone because you're just starting out, get in touch with me, all of you, and then I can perhaps introduce people to each other and we can have a session. I can direct you through that as well. Okay, so keep jamming. Have a great time. Enjoy John Lee Hooker's Blues Boogie Jam, and I will see you with another lesson in another week. Ka kite anō.